I'm from Winnipeg, Manitoba, and it's a city that definitely needs, a lot of humor just to get by because we're so brutally cold, like punishingly cold in the winters. And so I think that maybe, the humor sort of comes from that, everybody getting along, everybody trying to pull together. And I was just really lucky that there was this really good group of people all starting at the same time, and we just had to build these shows together. So, yeah, Winnipeg's been a great place to do comedy.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So, look, right off the bat, I'm just going to tell you what I am, okay? Because I have lots of jokes, but I know how racially ambiguous I look. And I know that unless I explain that, most of you won't be able to enjoy the material because you're too distracted trying to figure out what sort of brown I am, right? I get it. I know. You don't want to laugh too soon. What if I'm one of the browns you don't like, right? I get it, miss. I get it. I know. So I'll let you know, and anybody else who's wondering, I look this way because my mom is Chinese and my dad is Jewish. So now you know. Chinese plus Jew somehow equals homeless Aladdin. That's how I came out looking. I know Aladdin was homeless. I'm saying if he stayed homeless, sir. If he never found the lamp, he'd be in a basement wishing for wishes, wishing for a theater gig. No, I'm fine with it. I like looking this way. It was a tremendous advantage to me when I was younger. I could meet women. I didn't have to come up with my own pickup lines. I would just recycle Aladdin dialogue, Be hanging out at clubs downtown like, do you trust me? She's like, I do trust him for some reason. I also have some strange urge to bang a street rat. Yeah, that's called a subliminal Disney crush. And I exploited it my whole youth. It was, helpful when I was younger like that, and it'll also be helpful in the future, because let's be honest, we have maybe 5-10 years of society left. After that, it's only gonna end one way, right? Race wars. And I say bring them on, because I could be anything, right? I'll just blend in with whatever side wins. Some of the people in this room are not looking forward to the race wars because you're as white as the driven snow. And it's not gonna go so well for either of you, right? And you're probably a nice person, right? Very ethnically diverse friend group, right? But there'll be no time to explain that. In the race wars? You think there's gonna be time to explain? I was actually an ally. No. They'll already be bludgeoning you. And I'll be part of the mob doing the bludgeoning, going, let's get them, essays, Because I've lied my way onto the Latino team in that scenario. I actually do think the Hispanics are gonna win the race wars. And on that day, Mike Green becomes Miguel Verde, okay? Real quick. Let's go, Vato, right? Yeah. I look this way, like I said, because my mom is Chinese, and she actually has an amazing story. She's ethnically Chinese, but she was born in Vietnam. She escaped communist Nam. She was in a refugee camp, and she could have gone to Australia. They accepted her, but she decided to stay in the refugee camp. Why would she do that? Great question, miss. Great question. She stayed in the camp because her younger brother and sister weren't accepted into Australia, and she didn't want to leave them alone. So she stayed till they could all go somewhere together, and that was Canada. And it was easier to get into Canada if you were younger, so she lied on her application. She made herself younger, which she always calls a big joke with her broken English. Yeah. Calls a big joke on the Canadian government, and she laughs and she laughs. Yeah. 30 years later, the joke would be on her, because she cannot legally retire, unfortunately, now. It's very serious, actually. She has to work till she's 82. Yeah. She found out big jokes lead to big consequences. That's what she found out. Missing out on a lot of pension money, but that's just the high stakes you play for in the refugee game. Some of you are laughing, that's fine. You can laugh at that. My mom is not here, okay? She's at home resting. She's got a big work day tomorrow. Big work day. Big jokes lead to big work days. That's what she found out. She wouldn't have to work so hard if I just moved out, but I refused to do that, so set an alarm, Mom. Yeah, I moved out. I actually bought my own place. I became a proud homeowner for the first time in the fall of 2019. I bought my first home because I was doing pretty well, and I looked at it and I said, you know what? I should be able to afford this as long as it doesn't become illegal to travel or congregate in groups. I'll keep booking gigs. This will work out fine. Things changed, had to pivot. Now I Airbnb my spare bedroom. That's the only way the books balance, and as I already told you, I'm a Chinese Jew, so I know how to balance the books, okay? Looked at the numbers, got to rent the spare room, which is fine. I don't care. I like being a host. I don't mind people being in my space. But it is amazing to me how many people don't read the listing. And they show up expecting they've booked a whole place, not realizing they're just getting my spare room. So, I give them the tour, and inevitably it ends, and we're just standing there looking at each other. And they're like, "Are you going to leave so we can have sex?" And I'm like, "No, we're roommates now." It's the three of us for the next 48 hours, right? You guys want to do board games or watch a show? Like, I'm down for whatever. But I will be here, Yeah. What's crazy is how many people don't read the listing and show up expecting to have sex. And what's even crazier to me is how many people do read the listing and show up expecting to have sex. I get so many bookings for people who, just want to have some sort of affairs. I booked affairs. Yeah, it's crazy. I booked it. I priced my place thinking it was appropriate for travelers, but what I'm getting is fornicators, okay? All sorts of people. Very first booking was definitely an affair. I thought it was a suspicious one because the lady was from Winnipeg, booking in Winnipeg. And she's like, "I'll be there at 9. My friend will be there at 11. We won't spend the night." I was like, "Okay, I could read between the lines." And then I did talk to the lady. I did confirm it with her after. Super nice lady, aside from the adultery, obviously. But yeah, no, these are my guests. And look, do I love being a den of illicit sex? Actually, yes, okay? These people are phenomenal guests. As I already said, they don't spend the night, so I get the place to myself. They have to get home to their respective partners. Yeah, super easy to attract. Before, I had all these, just paragraphs of description, all the amenities, all the reason you should book my place. Once I saw the first couple guests, erased all that. Now it just says, discreet. Yeah? I'll get out of here right away, but I do want to encourage you all to follow me on Instagram. My handle is mikegreen.onlyfans. Not a real OnlyFans. Unless I get enough followers, and then we'll see what content you want, right? See what happens. No, I have to explain that and clarify it because I share a name with a much more famous Mike Green who used to play in the NHL. And so, all the time, people try and follow me, they end up following that guy. That's why he's got so many million more followers, right? It's all accidental clicks. You guys don't believe me. I know that's what's going on. I know that's what's happening because sometimes it'll go the other way. Sometimes women message me, and they're like, "Oh my God, are you the Mike Green who used to play for Detroit?" And I have to explain to them, "Yes, I am." Call that a big joke. Big joke. You guys have been great. My name is Mike Green. Thank you guys very much. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. All right, thanks.
I feel amazing. That's a career highlight for sure. That was a good one. Hot crowd, beautiful room. Just nice to really get to nail a set that just tells people who I am and yeah, just that was what you play for. You do a lot of bad ones. It's that eventually you get the great ones.